Mr. Edward Nicholas.
Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Edward Nicholas. I am a student of the Siakwala University and I'm studying at the Economics Faculty of Business and Management. And also, my major field is International Economic Development. Today, I'll be talking about preparedness to natural hazard from during the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic. Here are the tips of what to do and measures that should be taken into consideration. But first, let's talk about COVID-19. In many areas, the coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19, has overwhelmed humanitarian organizations and the Disaster Management Agency. A critical question is, in natural disaster response in the backdrop of a current pandemic, is how to manage evacuation for tsunami, cyclone, floods, and volcano eruptions. At the time of disaster caused by natural hazard, people will tend to be in close proximity either due to limited space such as evacuation, shelter, to get a sense of security. Most tsunami in Indonesia are local tsunami caused by tectonic earthquakes. A local source tsunami can arrive in a minute. It is important to recognize the natural warning signs and evacuate quickly without waiting for official warning or evacuation orders from the authorities. Natural warning signs can include strong earthquake that makes it hard to stand or a long earthquake that lasts more than a minute. During a tsunami emergency, the community must evacuate immediately to a safe place, that is, a designated evacuation site, an elevated plateau, or anywhere from the coast, even during the COVID-19 situation. In conducting self-evacuation as much as it is possible, communities are required to continue to pay attention to the physical distancing, wearing masks, and for community living in regions that have implemented large-scale social restriction policy to follow guidance whenever possible. Tsunami evacuation during COVID-19. Local government need to implement special measures to prepare for the community evacuation. Should an earthquake within tsunami potential occur during this COVID-19 condition, tsunami evacuation must be prioritized to save lives. If the community feels a strong earthquake that makes it hard to stand, a long earthquake that lasts for more than a minute, they should immediately self-evacuate to a temporary evacuation place known as TES, a self-designated place prepared for tsunami evacuation, such as highland, inland areas far away from the coast, or building that has been agreed as a safe evacuation site. After the tsunami threat ends, with the direction and guidance from the authorities, the community can move to their final evacuation place known as T. Or if the tsunami does not occur, the community can return home. Note that the test should be the T. The community needs to stay in T longer due to the instruction given by the authorities. And the authorities as well must ensure that they provide better facilities and medical support. Now, what are the measures that should be taken into consideration for tsunami preparedness plans during COVID-19 pandemic included but not limited to. Number one, we talk about reassess COVID-19 designated hospitals. It is the work of the authority to assess whether the hospitals designated to care for COVID patients are in the tsunami induction areas. If so, consider moving to hospitals that are earthquake resistant and far away from the reach of tsunami. 2. Preparation of tears and tea. The designated tears and tea capacity need to be reviewed to allow community to maintain physical distance as best as possible during evacuation. If necessary, disinfect the tears and tea and prepare for additional teas before disaster occur. Number 3, protocol for social workers. Together, the local government and the community need to prepare facilities and protocols to protect social workers who will provide evacuation support. There are small like volunteers for the community. The top floor, safe from possible reach of the tsunami. 3. If evacuated, provide a special marks for easy identification and assistance. 4. If evacuated, to test and tea with the general public as much as possible, place the separate from others. 5. Medical staff need to be informed of the location and route of evacuation for the and non-patient respectively. Okay guys, that's all for preparedness for tsunami during COVID-19 pandemic crisis. Please don't forget to put on masks, and thanks for watching.